Small cameras are getting really good. The quality and resolution is improving each and every year. They're getting so good that you could even use them in a film. In fact, we did. If the time comes when you want to rig your smaller mirrorless camera into a cinema form factor, there are a lot of options. In this video, I want to show you one of my ways I rig up my smaller camera into a cinema package. First off, let's start with the body. We are using a Sony a6300. I've been using this for a couple of years and it is very good. Super sharp, high quality, and it looks great. For our lens, we are going to be using a Sony lens. You can use several different lenses, but I'm going to be using a Sony one because it works really good. This is one of my favorite lenses for the Sony. It is a very good all-in-one lens. It starts pretty wide and it zooms in pretty good. It has a constant aperture, which is great for filmmaking. You're not going to change in any lighting when you zoom in, and it works really well. This small battery included with the camera is not going to cut it. We need something bigger, and that is where a V-mount battery comes in. It is a very big battery that we use on our Red that gets us a lot of runtime on a small camera like this. The only issue, there's no way to connect it to your camera, but we have a solution. This is a dummy battery to a D-tap adapter. What we do is we take out the battery, we put in this dummy battery. We can use the routing in the door to let the cable go outside the camera, which is a pretty nice inclusion of the camera. Then we connect the D-tap to a V-mount battery plate. The V-mount battery plate is on a small rig cheese plate, which is then also on a rail adapter. Battery goes onto the V-mount plate, the hammer connects to that, and there we go. We have a V-mount battery on our Sony. It shows 100% battery, but you can check that on the side of the battery and it lasts a really long time. It works great. In order to mount stuff, we need to build it out bigger. I'm going to be using a shoulder mount on top of a quick release plate. This is going to allow you to throw on a RE rosette handle if you want to do that. You can go handheld, and it allows you to dock it on a tripod with tons of mounting points. There are also slots for rails on the front and back. We'll throw some rails on the back and then connect our battery to that. That will allow us to have our battery off the camera because there really isn't nowhere to mount this big battery. So far it's looking pretty good, but we need to put something on the front, and that is where the matte box comes in. This has a couple of uses. You can use flags to block out light that you don't want, and you can also use the matte box to hold filters. That's one of my favorite uses of a matte box. I don't use flags all that often, but when I do use a matte box, I'm always using a filter. This has a 4x4 filter built in. Some of the more expensive ones have multiple filters, but this one only has one. But for me, it works pretty good. You just drop your filter in, and that is it. And finally, we do need a monitor. The tiny screen is not going to cut it. We need something with professional scopes and LUTs and all the different monitoring features that you would want. We are using an Atomos Shogun, and it works great. It's a big 7-inch screen, has all the professional monitoring features you want, including scopes, focus peaking, LUTs. When it comes to building out your camera, there are a ton of different options on what you can do. Do you want wireless audio? Do you want wireless video? Do we need SDI ports? Are we converting our signal from something? Are we recording externally? There are a lot of different things to consider. For me on set, this is what I use. I always record audio externally, and this camera does have built-in microphones, so I can sync it with that. I don't need to pipe in audio, I use an external recorder. In our documentary shoots, we don't typically have a video village, so we don't need wireless video. It's usually only the single monitor on the camera, and that is it. If we want to go handheld, we can throw on a handle onto the side of the shoulder mount, but that's pretty much what we use. So there you go, that is how you rig out a small camera into a cinema form factor. If you want to see how we rig our Red camera, definitely let me know. We can do something about that as well. Feel free to share what you rig your camera out with, what accessories you use. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, leave a like and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. This is Mark Tech, and I will see you in the next one.